Alright, so we are live. This is gonna be a more chill stream, I think. My stream's like a minute behind, at least the game is. But like I've talked about this, well, I haven't talked about this, but you know, this is a game with no stakes practically. And you know, ideally, would Norway want to beat France to get Sweden in the round of 32? Yes, but you know, clearly Solbakken decided let's rest our good guys, and so we won't get, you know, what was it, 90 minutes of Holland versus Mbappe, and that's fine by me. Again, ideally you would want to do that, but like, look, Norway didn't start with their A team, but France did. So you know, Dembele scores, and if you look at the lineup, you've also got Mbappe, Elise. Well, it's not completely the A team. You know, Desiree Doué doesn't normally start, nor Chouameni or Koundé. I can't actually remember about Koundé, but yeah, Kone as well, and Desiree Doué, they don't normally start, but this is, I would say, like an A- team for France, whereas this is kind of just a full B team for Norway. You know, heck, they even subbed out. They even changed the starting goalkeeper. Like, it's not even Nyland anymore. It's Selvik. Larsnes is there. He's just not great in my opinion. Shelderup usually comes on for Nusa. Obviously, Strand Larsen is kind of the backup striker for Holland. Oscar Bob comes on for, I can't actually remember. I want to say Sorloth or maybe Odegaard. You see all these guys, they are on the bench. They might get some minutes in the second half, but clearly Solbakken is just not stressed about that right now. But yeah, 7 minutes. Well, obviously we're past 7 minutes now, but we've already got a goal for both games. Senegal also scored against Iraq. That's from Diarra, which is interesting. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Al Hamadi, Iqbal, Doski, Alamari, Bayesh. I don't think this guy was the regular goalkeeper, but I think that's Ismail Sarr. Baye, finally. Sadio Mane. Okay, they finally benched Koulibaly. Thank God. That took him way too long. Yeah. Whoa, no. Oh dear. Patrick Berg with a yellow. Ay. That's not great for the knockout rounds, I would say. Patrick Berg is pretty integral. Oh, that's why they listed Guy Stefan or Guy Stefan. Oh yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot actually. Deschamps had to leave to play. To deal with some sort of like death or illness in. I just looked at the attempted goal from whoever it was. And I'm not sure. Was that Torsvet? It might have been Torsvet. Sorry. I got a little distracted there, but yeah, Deschamps had to leave camp to do some stuff. I'm not entirely sure what. Whoa. it doesn't really go that far. It gets near the box, but not even in it. Right. But again, this stream is gonna be more relaxed. I'm watching this more chill because this game really has no stakes in it. Like, Norway could lose 3 million-0, and I'd be fine with that. I would like to see Holland come on. This is looking a little tight. Okay, we're fine. Okay, yeah, I've also not like muted the match as I usually tend to do on my FonMob app. I saw that Dembele scored and I was like, whatever. Now, although I will mute it now just to make it a bit more fun in terms of the sort of viewing experience, but yeah, this is going to be a more chill stream. I'm not as sort of perturbed about whatever happens in the match, but I will still be watching it, of course. In the meantime, I'm gonna grab some snacks. And I've got some alcohol with me as well, so it's gonna be a good time. Patrick Berg takes a free kick. Headed away by, I can't tell who. I feel like that was Upamecano. Yeah, that was the Upamecano. Ah, come on, Strand Larson. That could have been something. He was right there. Ah, dang it. For those keeping track, I've got some soju here, some yuzu flavor, I think, soju. And I've got a shot glass. It's a weird thing. I don't know if anyone else experiences this. I'm sure they do, but I've got this thing where if I just drink the soju outright, I don't get as drunk as if I take it in shots. I mean, surely that's part of the rationale behind why shot glasses were invented to begin with. Where was that shot gonna go? Yeah, for those following, I am watching about a minute late, I would say. Yeah, it's the timer says 17 here, and I'm just about to hit 16. So yeah, I'm about a minute late on the timer. So yeah. In case anyone is watching this, which so far they aren't, if you're watching this, don't come into here and spam goal if someone scores. Although for this game specifically, if you did, I wouldn't really care. Okay. I was like, was there already a hydration break? No. It's a free kick. Or rather, goal kick, I think. Yeah, sorry, this is just a Norway. Oh, is that a goal? Is that a goal? Nope, saved. Whew. And Mbappe is pissed. That's kind of hilarious. I do hope that Holland gets subbed on later. So even if we don't get oh my god, someone on Iraq got Reddit. Hey, what was I? Yeah. Who got Reddit? Sek. Well, no, Sek got yellow card. Sulaka. I have no idea who that is. But surely Senegal has got to clinch this, right? Come on. You're playing against 10 men. But yeah, like I said, I do hope that Holland gets subbed on eventually. So we get so we do get, Holland versus Mbappe, even if it's not the full 90 minutes of that. Although I will take this time, it's a little bit of a downtime, sort of. Oh, never mind, Dembele scored again. All right, fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's a B team. Well, what did you expect? Let's look at the bracket. Like right now, they are probably, they are probably most likely to. Oh, come on! You can't just lose. You can't just lose possession like that. Ugh. And that's a goal. Yep, there's the second goal from Dembele. Still 0 goals for Mbappe. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. Right now, Norway is projected to face Ivory Coast. And if they beat Ivory Coast, they're gonna probably face Brazil in the round of 16. Ay, ay, ay. Not that this is much easier either. Like, I think they get a pass for the round of 32. They can play Sweden and get the forever bragging rights in the Nordics, but after that they still have to face Germany, and that's not going to be easy either. Although I do feel like at this point in time that is probably easier than facing sorry, I lost my train of thought. It's probably easier than facing Brazil, Why is FontMom not updating? Hold on, just let me get back there. Yeah, it still says 1-0. Whoa! Norway scored. Asgard. That was so random. Ooh. Wow. Okay, here we go. Here's a game. Here's a game. Here's a game. Assist Shelderup. Here's a game, you guys. If even the freaking B team can score against France, we've got a game here. I just saw someone tweet that France letting Tello Asgard score against them is more pathetic than Norway resting all their players. Hilarious. All right, corner for France. It sent out wide, or it's blocked anyway, and it comes back out effectively. By the way, is that Asgard, or the Norwegian way, which is Åskort? Let's go to my other Twitter accounts. We've got a game. All right, hydration break. Let me get some of my own hydration as well. But yeah, we've got in the first 21 minutes, we've got 3 goals. And I think we're back. All right. Goal kick from Selvik. And we continue. They try to launch a counterattack, but doesn't really do much. Torsvet just putting his finger in the air, like. Okay. And they bring the ball back a bit. I'm not trying to commentate on the game, by the way. I'm just looking at what I'm seeing. You know, again, if you want something. Oh. Strand Larson, but yeah, there's too big of a mess of bodies in the middle. All right. Why the hell does it say my location is United States on YouTube? All right. Senegal is somehow still only 1-0 up against Iraq, which is crazy, if you ask me. Senegal 1-0. How are the guys doing? Not great. France 3-1 Norway? You think in a match where they've scored they've scored 3 goals in 20 odd minutes. You really think they're only going to score one more, or was this like a prediction made before the games? Oh, okay. Norway on the attack, but I think there's just too many guys up front. All right. Back to Magnan. All right. All of them before the match, sure. I predicted 2-2, but I also predicted that France wouldn't start with their literal starting 11. But yeah, no, you're right. You never know. They might put on Holland. They might put on, Sorloth, Nusa later on. Although I will say Nusa is not great off the bench, personally speaking. I've seen him play against the Netherlands. He is better as a starter, but that's the third goal for Dembele, I think. Yep. And still, Mbappe has nothing. All right. Well, I mean, who knows? Dembele could put on another goal, another 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals. I don't know. Hat trick for Dembele. Yeah. I mean, I said this earlier before I sent you the link to the stream, but I don't really care. Like, if Norway loses 3 million nil, I would be fine. Like, this is, I wouldn't say this is a completely dead rubber match, but like, the stakes for each of the sides are pretty small. All right. Yeah, not much going on. I will say it is funny that Dembele is stat padding against Norway of all countries, but again, this is a really low stakes match. This is, for all intents and purposes, a friendly. I will take a look at the knockout brackets right now. This is what I've got. That is confirmed. Winner of Group I has much easier path to quarterfinals than runner-up. Would you just call Germany an easy path? Would you call Germany and then Morocco/Netherlands an easy path? I wouldn't call it an easy path. Like, yeah, sure. Brazil and England is not easy either, but I don't think either side has it too easy. Barring the first match for the winner of Group I. So, like, yeah, I think they could I think maybe sort of. I think Solbakken is thinking maybe sort of slightly longer term. That it is fun to have that bragging right for beating Sweden at a World Cup, but ultimately, oh, terrible pass. Ultimately, it's not that big of a difference. Germany, Morocco, easier in Brazil and England. I mean, I guess, yeah. Germany, definitely. I think of those four countries, Germany definitely is the worst, but especially given their injuries. But it's not that much easier, I think, especially when you get up to this high of a level of football. It really doesn't matter as much. Games are and can be, and often are, decided by one or two goals at the most. When you, for example, let's say like the AFCON final, that was a 1-0 win. A lot of the wins for Senegal were 1-0 wins as well. So, yeah. All right. Ball is out of play. Throw in for Norway. I'm at just around 37 minutes, which is, well, yeah, a bit over a minute behind real time, I would say, probably. We're on the Norwegian side, but it's kind of cleared away. Strand Larson doesn't get quite close enough to it. Oh, what the hell? Any more goals? No. Pass Elise, pass Chouameni. Oh, look, there's Holland. Again, whatever happens in this first half, at least, I wouldn't really take it too seriously. This is the B team. Or at least yeah, no, this is the B team. Like, hell, they even they even got the second choice goalkeeper for this game. even Nuland, who isn't particularly good, got subbed off. Okay, hold on. There's I think Mbappe's trying to do something, but yeah, that was good. Did you find that? Blah 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 blah. I don't know. I don't I don't do a lot of grocery shopping when I'm home, and when I do, it's rarely through like supermarkets anyway. Like it's a lot of like, I think they call them wet markets or something like that. I mean, certainly they're perceived to be more hygienic in Lithuania and in Europe more generally, but nope. Okay. Norway doing shockingly well to keep the ball in possession. But yeah, whoa, yo, yo. What is this? Desiree Douay just kind of tripped over Selvik there. Now Norway on the attack, but it's out of bounds. I think that's a corner. Yep, I think that's a corner for Norway. I mean, either that or my mom cooks. Okay, France on the counter attack. All right. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. I don't cook that much when I'm here. Partly because I'm terrible at cooking, but also partly because my mom does a lot of the cooking, and partly because even when my mom doesn't want to cook, we just go to restaurants and stuff. Yeah, and I think I've talked about this before. Is that a corner or no? That's just a throw in. Yeah, I don't know if I've talked. I think I've talked about this on channel before, but the concept of a restaurant is pretty different between Europe and East Asia. In East Asia, we have the concept of what I call the eatery or canteen slash cafeteria, some people call it. But the idea of cheap or cheaper public food. Oh, good save from Selvik there, to be fair. That was, who was that attempting the shot? That was a 1v1, a failed 1v1. I want to say that was Jules Koundé. That could have been very perilous. I think it was Jules Koundé. But good save from Selvik for what it's worth. Right. Goal kick for Norway. Oh, sorry, that was not Koundé. That was Kone. Sorry, I just don't see. All right, I just, my mouse, my cursor just refreshed, buffered for a bit. I thought my keep it it's possible, but I mean, if they do sub on Holland in the second half, it could be a very different story. We'll see what happens though. Of course, Holland himself is not going to do the job. He needs the delivery, if you ask me. And he skies it. I think that was Elise trying the shot from however far away. 5 minutes extra time. Again, this is a match with zero stakes in it. Well, not zero, nearly zero stakes. Ideally, they'd want to. Both sides would want to get a few more goals just to, solidify their placement, or maybe try and get something on France, which would be kind of funny. But even if that doesn't happen, look, Norway hasn't been to the World Cup in 20 odd years. Getting to the knockouts alone is good, and they'll definitely have a good shot, I think, against Ivory Coast. And that will be a very difficult game for me to watch, because I want to support both sides. I want Ivory Coast to go far, but I don't want them to go far at the expense of Norway. You get what I mean? I am curious to see, like, who made the assists. Okay, Mbappe had the assist for 2 of the goals, but didn't score a single one of them. All right, another goal kick for Selvik. I think the game's really slowed down for sure. Another goal kick for Selvik. Probably the last one for the first half, I assume. Alright, that's it. That's the first half. I'll be back for the second half, but right now I'm gonna mute my microphone. I'm gonna go make myself some cup noodles, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back for probably the second half. We just started here. We've got Torsved replaced by Torsby and Bjorkan replaced by Pedersen. Alright, I need to get my stream back on now. This business is not easy. We don't have no signs of Holland yet. We've got Pedersen and Torsby coming through. And let's see how that goes. Sorry if this is just turning into ASMR. I've just not got much to say, but Norway's on the attack. So is that pen? Is that a penalty? That is a pen. That is a pen. Let's see who takes it. I don't know. Maybe it's Strand Larson. Maybe it's someone else. It is Strand Larson, I think. That's him right there. Yeah. Strand Larson's taking this. I swear to God if you miss this. Why are you telling me the goal before it even happened? I didn't see it. Oh, Christ. Huh? Stop telling me about the goals. My stream is like a whole minute behind. Ay, ay, ay. No subs for France so far. Come on, Strand Larson, do something. Oh my god. Ugh. Good save from Selvik there. Yep. No possession loss. Corner for Patrick Berg. Nope. Ostergaard slapping the ground. Due pushes it back. Nothing. Mbappe sends it wide. Actually, it doesn't go wide. I think Selvik saved it. Never mind. It didn't. Yeah, he just went wide. Never mind. What's Selvik doing? Why is he taking off his gloves? Was Selvik okay? Okay. Looks like Selvik is still going. Who the hell is drinking tea at this temperature? That, with respect, now I've got some soju, some strong Korean flavored alcohol. Let's just say. I guess spirits is a better descriptor than just alcohol. But yeah, I'm taking. I don't know if taking is the right word, but I've got some soju. I'm having it in shots because I find that gets me more drunk than if I were to drink it directly out of the bottle. So yeah. Okay, France on the attack. Dembele again. Sent towards. I'm not sure who. I can't see from this distance. Taking this sweet time with this attack, aren't they? Senegal scored. Who scored? Ismail Sarr? Of course it's Ismail Sarr. I mean, I think 2-0 is safe. But ideally, of course, they want to run up the score. But Iraq isn't one to easily give up goals still, even if they are like objectively the inferior team. Free kick for Elise, and it goes wide. I think that's Hernandez. I'm not sure. France on the attack. Dispossessed. Dewey keeps the ball. And he tries to fling it, but doesn't really work. And sends the ball out. Good defense from Oshnes here, to be fair. Ooh, another goal for Senegal. Mbappe up. Nope. Another goal for Pop Gay. Nice. Alright, well, let's come back to Norway. Good on Senegal. They got the job done that needed to get done. Zero goal difference for Senegal now. Good job. Oh, okay. Elise and Dembele are being subbed off. France on the attack. Nope. That is out. Dembele off, Turkey, and who else? Was it? Yeah, Barcola. Barcola and Turkey on. For Dembele and... who was it? Dembele and Elise. Alright. Shirky takes the free kick. Headed away by I don't know who. And it's out, I think, for another corner. Or is it a goal kick? I don't know. I don't know my rules. Are Norway doing subs as well? Longos for Falconer. Okay. Longos for Falconer. Can we get on Holland or at the very least Antonio Nusa? Come on. Hydration break. All right. All right, see you, man. All right, play continues. Okay, here's something. Nope, saved by Mignon. Wow. Corner for Berg. Nope, that just went nowhere. Mbappe's back to the other side. Blocked by Patrick Berg. Who gets the yellow? Chouameni. That could have been really risky on Mignon. I don't know if he needed to be. It didn't need to be that. He didn't need to come that far. Upamecano off. Kanate on. 4. Who scores the 4th? Pop gay again. Wow. Nice. Good on them. Oscar Bob. Oh, come on. Come on, Oscar Bob. Do something. Okay, pass back. Oshness. Bob. Yeah. Berg. Oh, come on. Yeah, shoulder root is. Do something. Do something. Nope. Nope. Come on. Do something. Nope. And that's done. That could have been something, but oh well. This is the B team after all. Okay. Blocked by corner for France. Taken by Desiree Douay. Nope, not Desiree Douay. It's out. Cherokee. Okay. Shelterup takes possession. Okay. Free kick for Norway. Nusa coming on for Bob? Okay, never mind, both of them. Shelterup and Bob off for Nusa and Hauge. Interesting. So we will not see Holland versus Mbappe. All right. I will say I'm getting a lot quieter now because I am getting a little bit drunk, a little bit tipsy, if you will. I'm not gonna start saying weird stuff. When I get drunk, I usually just quiet down. All right, Mbappe for Matera, Jules Koundé for Malo Gusto. All right. I'm surprised they played Mbappe for this long, if I'm being honest. Ooh, wow. Senegal's made it 5. Njai, nice. Oh, come on. Alshness is useless, dude. I don't know why he was included in this at all. Like, Alshness is just not good. I'm sorry. Alright, we've got about 3 minutes left of regular time. We're gonna get 3 minutes from the whole, hydration break spiel as well. I do hope that maybe like Nusa or someone can pull a goal out of their ass, but honestly, I'm not banking on it, and I'm not particularly concerned if they don't get one. Again, this is a B team, and you're playing against like an A minus team for France, So I'm not too concerned if we don't get another goal, but it would be nice if we did, just to make the result look a little more respectable, if you will. But again, I'm fine if the match ended right now. Again, they're already through, and if you think about it, I guess it is a good idea to rest the likes of Holland, the likes of Sorloth, for the matches that really do matter, like the knockout games, against Ivory Coast and what have you. Five minutes of added time. Shot for France, but they sky it. I think that was Shirky. No, that was Hernandez? I don't know these players. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've got to say Jens Protohauger has not really performed for the national team, and France has scored another one. Doué, okay. Well, all right then. I mean, look, it is a bad result if you're being honest here, but remember this is a B team. So again, I'm not too concerned. All right, and that's full time, I believe. Yep, that is full time. Well, I saw it first on Twitter. Actually, it was full time, no more goals, so I'm not gonna watch anymore. Uh, oh yeah, it ruined your prediction. Um, well, again, I don't really care about this result. This is if Norway could have won this, that would be great. But like, even if they lost again, even if they lost like 3 million-0, I would have been fine. I mean, they were already through to the knockouts anyway. Let's go and check out Senegal. I don't know if they're gonna get another goal. They might do. Is Ismail Assar still on? Ismail Assar is not on. All right. I mean, this is a very convincing result. I think a result that Iraq will probably be embarrassed by, I would imagine. But hey, it's something, and now Senegal are firmly back in contention, let's say, to qualify third place. Now, if we look at the table, the third place table here, they're smack dab in the middle, and they're not going to go any higher, but that is probably going to be good enough for them. Smash still going? No idea. Whatever. Yeah, so this is gonna be interesting. Scotland are already out, which is hilarious. Yeah, Croatia should get at least another point against Ghana. South Korea will stay there. If they get I don't know about the arithmetic for Ghana specifically. I think their goal difference is actually +1. So even if Ghana loses, they would be just behind Senegal still. So yeah, that spot is pretty much locked for either Croatia or Ghana. Obviously South Korea is there. They are kind of on a knife's edge, I would say. Algeria, I don't know what's gonna happen in that match. Scotland is out. Yippee, hi or whatever it is. Cape Verde, if they so much as draw with Saudi Arabia, they fly up to right around here, so they should be fine. Belgium should be fine, but if they do draw with, and like with Cape Verde, actually, they draw with New Zealand, they're gonna go into second, I think. I'm gonna have to check. Hold on. Belgium, yeah, if they beat New Zealand and Iraq and Egypt beats Iran, then Belgium goes in second, Iran goes into third with 2 points, and that could be a lifeline for whoever it may be. DR Congo, they have Uzbekistan, which they can win that as well and get 4 points, so they would be at least up here, if not even higher in the group. Yeah, no, they would just be third place because of the goal difference. They can't score 6 goals or whatever. Yeah, that's not happening. Plus the head-to-head would kill them anyway. Wait, no, it doesn't. But yeah, the goal difference anyway would kill them. But still, DR Congo would go up into there, and it could push out Algeria / Austria as well. But these are the sorts of calculations that I'm not, equipped necessarily to handle right now. And yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. If all goes well, I'm gonna come back in 3 hours or so for Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia. But yeah, that is the end of this stream. I'm off.